Hey, you there. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Forge Lines Forever. Today, I have a 12-player Phantom game on the map, Phantom Total Annihilation. Ignore the Team 1, Team 2 on the right-hand side. It's only Phantoms and, of course, the Innocents. And a shout-out to a Happy New Year to each and every single one of you. Hopefully, you are enjoying living in 2025 or whatever year you end up watching this later on in the lifespan of the video. We'll start by introducing the 12 o'clock position for the game and then rotating around clockwise. Starting in Chevy Crimson, we have Sebastian. He is a UEF for this match as a 0 rated player, and to his east we have in the 1 o'clock position is Will-O-Wisp. He is a UEF as well as a 2200. He is the highest rated player in the game. In the 2 o'clock position, we have in Ruby Red Rick. He is a Seraphim as a 1300. In the 3 o'clock position, we have Death by Succubus. He is in Royal Blue as a Cybran as a 1700. In the 4 o'clock, we have Zoro22 as a UEF in Orange, the color orange, as an 1100. In the 5th o'clock position, we have Hatsi. He is a Cybran in Light Oak Tan as a 1700, again as a Cybran. In the 6 o'clock position here, we have in Rust. It is Buttons as a Cybran, also a 1700. To his west, we have in Pac-Man Yellow, Fabio Cresti. He is a Seraphim as a 1300 in the 7 o'clock position. In the 8 o'clock position here, we have in Forest Green. It is Runza. He is a Cybran. He is a 1600. In the 9 o'clock position, we have in Glow in the Dark Green, Winter Wonderland. He is a UEF. He is a 1600. In the 10 o'clock position here, we have in Barbie Pink, Drunken Chaos. He is a Cybran. He is a 1200. And last but not least, for the game, we have in Tropical Ocean Blue, Big Bang as a Cybran. He is a 1700. Again, he is in the 11 o'clock position, which means for the entirety of this match, there are no Aeon players. Apologies to those loyal to the princess. Hopefully you enjoy the game nonetheless. And there are 4 totals, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Cybrans, meaning that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 UEF and 2 Seraphim. Did not mean to click on them. Did not mean to do that as well. And again, like I said, it is a 12-player game. I think it's going to be 3 or 4 Phantoms. I can't remember the exact amount, but it's at least 3. I think there was a vote. I don't know if it's happened as of yet about how many Phantoms each of the players really want. And, of course, a little bit... Oh, that was really weird. Apologies for that. A little bit different of a map. Usually I cast the mostly naval map, but this one is going to have a little bit of Navy due to the fact that there is this kind of mid-ring of water, but it's going to be mainly land, and of course it's going to be very tightly packed or easy for any player, really, to just walk their comm or walk units over to somebody else next door, or even just walk, you know, a couple of players over. So players are going to be a little bit more defensive, especially on the land side of things. They have a little bit of a section back here to grab as well, which I think everybody at this point has grabbed their outer section, outer landmass, and I wouldn't be surprised to see naval facilities started here ever so shortly. But of course, land is in a premium in this map. A lot of it is kind of just devoid of the everything. Looks like it's going to be 4 Phantoms. Some voting for 3. So it looks like it's going to be 4. So it's going to be 8 Innocent and 4 Phantoms. Phantoms have to watch out, though, because only 1 Phantom can win. It is not a all or nothing kind of thing. It is a 1 for all. Or sorry, not 1 for all. It is all for 1. Right? No, 1 for all. I forget what the one way or the other is. Anyway, doesn't matter. I think it's all for 1, actually. This conversation in chat about whatever's going on over there. I'm going to speed this up even to +4 because, of course, the players haven't been revealed as of yet. Taking a look at the ecos, we're only sitting at about the 80s to 70s, so no real standouts as of yet in terms of who is really leading. Could be Willow, could be a Phantom. Also, maybe Zoro could be a Phantom. Maybe not. Maybe Runza. Runza is already at 100. Big Bang maybe as well. So there is some potential for players being Phantom. It's not completely clear just because there are 6 players at 100 already. So it's definitely going to be a nice little range of who is going to be Phantom and who is not. Take your bets now on who is going to be Phantom, because at some point the players will be revealed. They will be outed to the world, and the fighting will commence. It is all about that reclaim, all about that just raising how much mass you can get per second very quickly. There's only 787 mass and reclaim on the field still, and it's being aggressively reclaimed. Looks like it's the position for Drunken and the position for Zoro, who has a little bit more mass to scoop up. Engineers, it's completely ignoring that wreck or that rock there, but it looks like there's engineers inbound here shortly. Looks like somebody commenting about T3. You don't have T3 mechs yet. Is that a problem, sir? There's Willow. Looks like there's some conversation about ecoing up to T3 or something. I'm not Phantom, says Willow to Runza. Testing of PM is bugged. And then everybody thinks that Big Bang is a Phantom. Not Phantom, but Big Bang going for T3 Engineer Street and going for some T3 mexes. There's a lot of conversation in chat between individual players, conversations about the bonuses to identify one another as Phantoms. Big Bang is one confirmed. Willow was giving wrong numbers. That's because he's NO. You can literally see. Says Hatsi to Runza. I think he's talking about the fact that he's just still scaling. And of course, in a Phantom game, every player, including those that are not Cybran, get access to the hives so they can scale their build power easier. It is a nice addition. And of course, there are Seraphim in the game, which means my highlight mod, ACU mod, that I use, if there's any RAS Seraphim comms that will identify them as ACUs, it's just a fact of life, just because the Seraphim don't actually have Seraphim comms, but to make it a little bit more balanced in Phantom, they are given them just like everybody is given the hives, regardless if they are Cybran or not. We do see a couple of SACUs fleeing for the northeastern corner for Willow. It looks like we're seeing the same thing for Big Bang, but he's sending his comm over there. T2 Naval Headquarters is online for him, pumping out some Salems. Of course, Salem's going to be very nice, especially in this map, because they can walk on land. Experimentals being built by a couple of players. Looks like Drunken and Big Bang have some monkeys online. Second monkey has been started for both of them as well, so it looks like they're scaling their firepower up very, very quickly. Defensive Spider, right. He has two already, says Big Bang. Oh, no, there's the second one. There it is. Oh, I think it outs maybe. Drunken is only at 300. Runza's at 500. And then Hatsi's at 500. So those are at least two Phantoms for sure, with a third one possibly being... I don't know who the third one could be. Looks like somebody has broke. It looks like it is Drunken breaking with Big Bang, and Team Innocent loses a teammate. Team Innocent loses a teammate. Teammate loses a member. It was Drunken. He was an Innocent, and Big Bang kills him, identifying him as a Phantom. Clearly, I was Innocent. Wasn't so clear. The defensive spiders were mine. You made a mistake. No, I didn't. There's a lot of conversation in chat. You acted sus. So maybe not. Maybe Big Bang is trying to play it off as he is a Phantom. I mean, maybe. I mean, his eco went down quite severely, though. Going down to 400. Hatsi still at 600 and scaling very quickly here. Looks like there's, again, still conversation in chat about Innocents dying and whatnot. Oh, somebody has broken. Runza has broken with everybody or just with Fabio. Looks like Fabio's on the retreat. Looks like he just broke with Fabio, so he can attack. And those monkey and crabs are inbound. His base is utterly destroyed, and he's in full retreat. Looks like he's now shifting for the 6 o'clock position against Buttons. Wants to take him out as well. Looks like Big Bang also broke with a couple of different players. Winter Wonderland is now under the attack. T3 Ravager spammed up to halt the Monkey Lord, and only Monkey Lord spammed up. There's a crab in there. That gets denied almost instantaneously by that massive amounts of Ravager fire. We do see in the south, here come that base. Destruction against Buttons, not Runza. Runza's doing the attacking. And in a little bit further to the east, we have a Monkey Loader running over Zero's base. Zero needs to flee and get out of there. We do see a couple of PD emplacements have been built by Hatsi to shove everything out, but it does look like it might actually survive. There's a decent amount of stuff there to protect and, of course, assist with those engineers and engineering stations. But unfortunately, Team Innocent loses another player by a Phantom, and there's now a 6-player game for the Innocents and a 4-player game for the Phantoms. And, of course, as customary, as we saw with Drunk in Chaos, everything that Zoro owned is now gone to the annals of history. We do see a couple of Salems have now gone into land mode, and going after the rest of those mechs in the backline for Winter Wonderland. It's very annoying, of course, and some SACUs are going to try to survive, but I don't think they will unless they get close. We have a couple of torpedo bombers inbound for the T2 Naval Headquarters for Fabio to try to reestablish some sort of power in that regard, but don't think it's going to survive much longer. T1 torpedo launcher spam trying to halt the incoming Monkey Lord, and they actually tried to ground fire it before the monkey came out of its water incursion, but it does look like the Monkey Lord will barely survive. Another explosion happens, and looks like it's an SACU over there for Winter Wonderland. T2BD trying to rebuild regen on board that Monkey Lord. Going to actually survive and actually give it a little bit more time to live. 103,000 mass killed with that one Monkey Lord, and it's going to be a lot more than that. Ooh, not great. Omni didn't go down. Doesn't matter. P-gens are just going to go down anyways. Oh, if that P-gen blows up, that would actually kill the Monkey Lord. Oh, it's going to get killed by the volatile explosion. Yeah, definitely a not good place to stay, but still 100,000+ mass with the Monkey Lord and essentially knocking out another Innocent. Definitely would take that trade for, I think that was Runza's. Yep. We do see in the middle Runza running over the middle of the map. Nothing will survive except for his friendly Phantom stuff. It does look like he's maybe allied. He's allied with Winter Wonderland. I thought Big Bang broke up with him, or broke alliance with him. Yep, he hasn't allied with Buttons, but he's allied with a few other people. Nuke online, 26 minutes on the clock, and Nuke is online. Ooh, that's going to be a little bit dangerous here for Team Innocent. Another explosion happens. Looks like another SACU dies. And there's more dying over here to the west. Fabio's SACUs are fleeing. And unfortunately, I don't think they're going to get away from that T4 unit. And there's another base destruction here for him. He's just been kicked constantly and just cannot get a moment to breathe. Does look like Hatsi has a nice little air grid being expanded upon over there in the 5 o'clock position. And actually expanding to the 4 and 6. Getting more mass in his coffers. 1.1k mass for him. That's a lot of income. A Phantom? Phoenix. That's what I think of when I think of PHX. And lots of Ravagers have been built. It's not going to stop the monkeys, though. They'll kill one of them, and the second one's going to die pretty quickly, I will admit. Fabio has been killed by Runza, but he was kind of on the tail end of death anyways. That's another Innocent dead. 5 Innocents remain. All 4 Phantoms are still in play. This monkey's almost dead. You didn't kill that one. Ooh, that might be a mistake. It's a lot of damage that is not being negated by the death. A couple of chickens outbound from Rick now to try to cover for Willow. Willow might actually survive. A large effort from those hives to reclaim those Monkey Lords. Chicken coming in to try to just reduce the rest of that base to ash. But I don't think it's going to happen. And then Reclaim comes in to assist once again. Another explosion to the west. And who was that? Big Bang has been defeated by Willow. He was caught unawares. And that is a first Phantom dead. Big Bang was a Phantom, and which means he did kill an Innocent. Well, he did kill an Innocent, but it wasn't an Innocent killing an Innocent. It was a Phantom killing an Innocent. We have another attack from Runza in the middle. That monkey is dead. Megalith still hanging in there, but there is a Fat Boy now here for Winter Wonderland, so I think it's going to be more of a win for him more than Runza. And look at that, the entire western side of the outer edge is just gone of the everything. Couple of Strap Bombers running around for Runza. That is not great for anybody besides him. You see, it looks like it's an attack on Death by Succubus's base. Yeah, it's definitely a way to go for sure. Ravagers trying to be spun up once again. Looks like it's going to be enough to take out that crab. Looks like the Strap Bomber is actually going eastward for Succubus's Calm. And they're actually going to drop... Not for him. They're taking out the SMB he was building. He has one right here. It's almost loaded. Does he? No, he doesn't have a nuke. And the nuke that was being loaded by Big Bang, of course, gets denied as well. There's still 3 Phantoms remaining. Now we see Rick sending his forces southwest to help clear out the middle of the map. Looks like more and more more and more bombers over the top. I don't know what they're going to target because they need a little bit more than just 1 or 2 to really puncture any sort of defenses at that point. Fat Boy starting to creep on Runza's position. There's some PD built, but they just don't have the range, of course. T2 artillery needs to be built. Lots of air facilities being spammed up by him as well. Willow builds an experimental. Is it a... Oh, it's an Atlantis. Very interesting. Looks like there was some naval battle over here to the north. Of course, he now has an ability to build some aircraft. I don't like the fact that these satellites are so close to the water. He should have built them all the way back here, but that's my little criticism there, at least for that. Fat bombers. Strap bombers over the top here, going after the chickens for Rick, and the Fat Boy moving in even closer to assist. Looks like one of them lagging behind its brother. We have some bugs inbound, and they're going for those chickens. And the base here for Runza is not feeling good. Monkey trying to stall. The Ion Storm will activate a little bit later than he probably wants, but that's just how it is. It, of course, won't be denied by the Hives, just because that's a thing that was taken out of the game a long time ago. Base here for Runza is just not feeling good. A lot of assistance going down here from his teammate, or frenemy of Hatsi, but Ion Storm will activate. Looks like he took a little bit of shots to the face. Looks like he's going to be fine. Looks like there's also some more chickens inbound, and Runza is defeated by Rick's Ion Storm. That's got to hurt, and we have a satellite over top. A second Phantom has been eliminated, meaning there are 2 more remaining, Hatsi being one of them, and I really don't know who the other one could be. It could be Death by Succubus, but then I don't understand why Runza was trying to go after Death by Succubus at that point. I mean, with all those strap bombers, I feel like he could have targeted another innocent. But Hatsi is definitely one of them. ASF's coming in to try to clear up the mess from Rick. Seems only the Master Phantom remains, so they think there's possibly 3. I don't think they're actually told how many Phantoms there are in the game. There's just Phantoms, so that is a nice little surprise there. Okay, no, there are 2 Phantoms left, so players do know. Scratch exactly what I just said. So who's third? Says Death by Succubus. I mean, it could be him. At least in terms of the ecos, those are the only 2 players above 1,000, so that would make sense. But, you know, it could be just somebody really doing a very good job of ecoing. Assume Rick don't know how to play, or didn't know how to play, so maybe him. No, he did a really good job of running over, but another explosion. Looks like Buttons has been defeated by Hatsi. He was on land. Another innocent is dead, so half of the players are now gone at 32 minutes on the clock. Rick seems to know what he's doing. Rick, you Phantom, kill the Fanty, says Death by Succubus. Yeah, Rick just attacked Runza and took him out. I mean, a Phantom could be trying to do that and just act like, oh, I'm an innocent. Well, the Zero ranked his friend Big Bang was Phantom, so I feel like he would have broke and helped earlier. Yeah, that's probably true. I don't know. Again, he could just be playing the innocent role, or trying to play the innocent role, act like he is. But now we have essentially everybody on the eastern side of the clock is fine, besides, of course, who is that in the 6 o'clock position? Was that Buttons? I think that was Buttons. An attack, and now another chicken inbound. Again, Rick started over here. His chicken went west. Now he went east. There's not helping against Phantom, says Zoro. Where did that satellite go? Looks like the Atlantis are hiding over here just to try to produce ASF, I guess, and just be out of danger. Couple of Atlantis down here going southeast. There is a lot of build-up here for Death by Succubus, and he's getting a bunch of harms. And in that situation, that is definitely a little bit sus there in that regard. More harms being built by Hatsi as well. He has cloaking on board, so unless somebody has an Omni and they're in range... I think that, oh, no, not enough. Not enough range on board that thing. Another explosion. Where is it? Looks like it's in the base. For Hatsi, Chicken, of course, will get reclaimed, but will not prevent the Iron Storm from activating. It's just a thing that just doesn't exist anymore. Looks like, again, there is some combat going between Death by Succubus and Hatsi, so either they broke with each other to make it look like they're fighting one another, or one's innocent and obviously one is Phantom. But it's kind of leaning towards the fact that Death by Succubus is a Phantom, and Rick is just going to get annihilated by bugs. Oh, there he goes. That's another innocent dead. Or maybe again Rick is... Oh, no! Yeah, he killed the Phantom. Look at that. So the Phantom killed the other Phantom. Ooh, that's not great for Hatsi. It is essentially Sebastian, Death by Succubus, Willow, and Winter Wonderland versus Hatsi. Another assassination is inbound. Those bugs are going to get a nice double kill here. Ooh, not great here. There he goes. Not good for Innocent, and is now 3v1. It is Hatsi versus Winter, Death, and Willow. And those bugs are inbound for Willow's base now. He's trying to get some AA up immediately. ASFs are acting as spy planes at this point. Look at all those dead ACUs up there. Here they come. It's like the flight of the Valkyries at this point. They are inbound, and they are thirsty for blood. They have 2 kills already. Going to go for a third. I mean, they might as well just go straight for the comm and call it a day there. 1 satellite is down. 2 satellites are down. It's hard to break. I definitely don't blame you there. 3 satellites is down. 4 satellites is down. That's all the dead satellites. There might be 1 or 2 dead bugs in there, but that Calm of Willow is not going to survive that bombardment from those 5 remaining bugs. Yeah, 5 remaining bugs. There he goes. Another kill here. That's 2 innocents remaining versus the Phantom of Hatsi. Another assassinate. Of course, Innocent has been assassinated. That is not... Oh, did not mean to do that. That is not great for Team Innocent if rooting for them. Yeah, I'm surprised that Hatsi just killed Rick just like that, which means Rick killed another Phantom. So the Phantoms were killing other Phantoms. Wow. That's interesting. I mean, in a 12-player game, I get it. You want to be hidden as an Innocent for as long as possible. But at that point... Yeah, look. Yeah, Big Bang, Runza, Hatsi, and Rick. So Rick helped kill Runza, and Hatsi killed Rick. So, yeah, that's a little weird, but, you know, to each their own, I guess. A couple of Salem's not knowing water for a very long time, coming in to just slowly eat away at Hatsi's base. And again, it's only quote-unquote Team 2 left on the scoreboard, so something to... you know, it's just the way that the players were lined up in the scoreboard. Of course, it has nothing to do with who's actually on Team 2 or Team 1. It looks like Winter Wonderland's going to be the next target. Bugs are moving in. There's now 6 of them. They've multiplied once again. Lots of AA going to be spammed up, of course, by Death by Succubus immediately. Doesn't really need to worry about as many harms, because it doesn't look like Hatsi's going to move in with naval forces for a little bit more. AA says Zoro. Yeah, no, really. Nuke has been started, and I do not think it's going to be loaded in time. First bug is down. Second bug is losing a lot of hit points very quickly. There goes the second bug. Buttons eject, says Death by Succubus. Most likely just a connection issue. There's still 6 bugs remaining. Actually, no, there's 7 bugs. I feel like all those bugs could just kill off Winter at this point. They actually could probably steamroll and kill everything. They're just not going to do it. 37 minutes on the clock here, and there are 3 players left. So at this point, I'm going to say, who do you think is going to win the game? Is it going to be Hatsi for the Phantom, or is it going to be Death and Winter / whoever ends up actually surviving till the end of the game? Let me know down in the comments if you were right or wrong in terms of picks for Phantom earlier on. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And, of course, hopefully you're enjoying a happy, happy New Year. There are some fireworks going off in the distance where I am. So if you hear any popping or whatnot, that is what that is. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Couple of harms just annihilating that Salem, and a couple of battleships slowly eating away at those hit points on board said harms. as they can ground fire things. It does look like Hatsi moving in to just reclaim everything from Death by Succubus's land base, or his main land base. He has his secondary base over here. Still not enough AA. Need more cruisers, says Zoro to Death by Succubus. So everybody's like, just build more AA. You need flak. You need T3. You have a Scaithis almost done. The players have been revealed. I think it's a little bit too late for that at this point. Bro, I have over 100 SAMs. Yeah, look at that. 122 of them. Yeah, that's a lot of AA. Definitely needs more by any means. Is that? I thought I saw no, that is T3 artillery. Look at that. T3 artillery has been built by Hatsi, but Death by Succubus builds and experimental. There it is. It is the Scaithis. The one benefit of the Scaithis is that it can move and you can build it under the water. He's already getting a shield grid up to protect it. Love to see that. Also has a stealth field generator to keep it from some just passive eyes of intelligence gathering from some radar and extended Omni stations. We do see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bugs. There are 10 of them running around. That is so many bugs. So many bugs. And they are fleeing in the face of all that AA. T3 artillery trying to take out the power generation stations here. Oh, that's a nice cascade there. Took out some mass fabs as well. But the Scaithis is down, getting more shielding. Love to see it. The first volley is inbound shortly. There goes that cannon, spamming up all those shots. It's going for the air grid, not going for the T3, second T3 artillery station, and third to be, and soon to be third as well. Does Innocent know about it? They do know about it, so no surprises there in that regard. Nuke is loaded. Looks like he has some power generation issues. Scaithis raining in. Shield grid, not bad, but it is being depleted very quickly. There's no engineers assisting it, so another volley or two should be enough. But the bugs are inbound. Dun, 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 dun. Here they come. Oh, and the Scaithis is like, move. Get that thing in the water. It's actually beep. It's backing up. Can it get underneath the surface? One bug is down. Second bug is down. The Scaithis does get underneath the surface. Did it take any hits? No. Third bug is down. And it looks like all the other bugs will get out of there. Denied, it says Death by Succubus. But the point is that the Scaithis is now not being used because it's underneath the surface. And that is a little bit of reclaim for him to scoop up. And looks like maybe, again, go after the other Innocent player and then go after something else. Couple of Medusa running around to just slowly eat away at the engineering spam from Hatsi. Air grid, that's fine. But of course the Scaithis is now refiring on it once again. T3 artillery tasked with taking that out. Third one is coming online here shortly. We do see bugs annihilating some Fat Boys. They have nowhere to go fast, and it's kind of not helping the situation. Lots of AA, couple of Perseus, but they can't shoot up. Well, it's not going to be a good day for them. Another Fat Boy is fleeing. I don't blame him. And there are some ASFs moving in to assist with protection, at least. Not actually going after the, or protecting the bugs, going after everything else. And I do like the fact from Hatsi, drop some forces off up here, just a couple of SACUs to just, again, go after the mexes. Nuke is outbound, and where is it going? Is there an SMD? Yes, there is. Is it loaded? Also, yes. Tries to nuke the bugs. The bugs move immediately, so I love the attempt. Is not fast enough, unfortunately. And that SMD is also loaded, so that's not going to work. Very, very unfortunate. Looks like the bugs are going to shift to the middle and then west. Boom. Nothing dies from that. Yeah. Oh, sorry. 100 mass dies from that. Scaithis raining in on the T3 artillery position. The third one has been constructed. Ooh, mass fab. Not great. And shielding is down. Yeah, always worth a try. Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, it was an attempt. It didn't work, but it was an attempt. Another volley of Scaithis inbound. Ooh, that pigeon. Oh, that one almost dead. 200 hit points remaining. And shields are trying to be rebuilt very, very quickly. Looks like artillery shifted over to the Nuke that Winter Wonderland's loading. He has a second one now ready to fire. The bugs still have not been given the green light to engage. I'm kind of surprised. Scaithis volley. Gonna take out some mass FAFs. Ooh! That's why you don't put the artillery next to anything that's volatile. That's gonna hurt. All of those T3 artillery are dead and gone. Nuke something, a back base. I mean, he could take out this base. He could try to go after the air grid. There are some Atlantis built by Winter Wonderland, and they're shifting all the way around the map, going after the naval facilities here for Hot Sea, which is surprising that they survived. They weren't the ones that Willow built, because those are those right here, or at least they were killed by some means at some point. But I know Willow had some down there at one point. They could have already been reclaimed, which is completely fair. The engineering spam has stopped. The labs are coming online to stop the Medusa spam. But it's just a slow burn of a game over there. Scaithis now retest onto the air grid. How is Hot Sea's power? Oh, he's doing perfectly fine. No real issues there. He's sitting over here. He has cloaking on board. No other upgrades. T3 Pigeon takes a hit. That's not great. If you want to be annoying, you're missing critical upgrade. Says buttons to death by succubus. I mean, he could build laser. He could build cloaking, but he probably wants the mass. So I don't blame him in that regard. Scaithis. Oh, it's starting to break the shielding. Breaks the shielding. One more clean volley, and it'll probably wipe out that air grid right there. Team Phantom or Hot Sea could easily just build some aircraft carriers, but doesn't really have the aircraft carrier stations able to be built because the T3 headquarters is down. So that's a thing. Oh, there goes the Pigeons. The air facility headquarters is fine, but not great. What's the plan, Hot Sea? So there's some taunting going on here from Death by Succubus. I'm at 3K mass in. I don't know. Still thinking. It looks like it's just going to be a little bit of a slow game at this point. 45 minutes on the clock, and Team Innocent is poised to win it. The only problem is the bugs. The bugs are a worrisome thing. There is enough of them to wipe, I wouldn't say any base, but almost any base. Lots of SACUs surrounding that Death by Succubus comm. And they haven't been given the green light as it. I mean, surprised. He could just run in and kill everything off. Also looks like the nuke was reclaimed. He's going for a Mavor. I don't know if that's the best thing to go for. I mean, I love the Mavor, don't get me wrong. But there's really no base to really take out. I mean, there's a lot of AA being built and engineering stations being built and whatnot, but there's no real base worrisome thing. If it was Death by Succubus versus Winter, then I could see where the T4 artillery, the Mavor, were coming to play to try to go after the Scaithis. But yeah, I just don't think the Mavor is really worth it at this point. So I do love seeing it, of course, but I think this is one of those games where it's just not going to be viable. And artillery just taking out everything of that base down there. All the monkeys being wiped out here by the bugs. Look at them just being almost insta-deleted by those things. They're not going to survive by any means. Another monkey is built. That one's going to go down. AA has to be spammed up and just slowly creeped by Death by Succubus or by Winter Wonderland to really knock out the bugs that have been built. And looks like lots of SACs running on grabbing mexes. Lots of Barracudas being built to try to deny the Atlanti being built. Atlantes. Looks like it's kind of a trade going on between those things anyways. Scaithis fire raining in on this position, but it might actually hit. It might actually be. Oh, it does hit a little bit of some friendly stuff, but nothing too critical. Like I said, the solar rippers have to be used at some point. There is a crab to the north, and a second one is inbound from Hot Sea, and more of them being built all the time. But it does look like he's going to try to attack from the south and the west, or at least distract in the south and attack from the north. Manually controlled Scaithis is so throws only one batch on each unshielded island. Oh, so he doesn't just spam up a bunch of shots on one island, I think is what he's getting at. Lots of engineers being taken out, trying to build more land factories. Does he even have a T3 land facility? No, he does not. So he doesn't even have access to bricks or even to anything T2. Lots of Sky Slammers. They're going to do minimal damage to all these Soul Rippers. I mean, something's better than nothing, but they're going to regen that faster than going to lose it anyway. We have a couple of Medusa back here going after another bug that's under construction. Because why not? Ooh. A couple more Vexes get taken out for Hatsi. That's not great. He's on 2.3k mass, which means Innocence below 2k, but they are slowly catching up. More SACUs. And I do like the fact that Hatsi is just spreading the everything out. It looks like the Atlantes are being dealt with. Another SACU goes up in flames. Don't know who it was, but it was somebody's. We do see the Phantoms. Not Phantoms, sorry. We see the Bugs moving in for this group of forces from Winter Wonderland. There are some Cougars in the mix. It will do some damage, but there's so many shots inbound from all the Bugs. It just goes Control-Alt-Delete on all those units on there. T3 Naval Headquarters has been rebuilt, and T2 Torp Bombers inbound to slowly eat away at hit points. Plan B has almost been built by Hatsi for some mobile nuke action. Again, still hasn't launched an attack with those Bugs. The longer this doesn't happen, the attack, the better situation that the Innocents are being in. I feel like when the Bugs were in the middle earlier on, they should have just immediately wiped out Winter Wonderland and then essentially been a 1v1 for the most part against Death by Succubus. But not wanting to just wipe out a player at this point. I don't know why. He wiped out his own Phantom frenemy, to be fair. Though I just don't get why. He's not going for it. More crabs. There's 4 crabs inbound. That's a lot of HP to chew through for those Ravagers. It might allow some of them to break through. Oh, look at that barrage just being spammed up. More shields being built to protect them. And that crab just does not even get a chance to attack the main base. There's, again, 3 more crabs inbound. Ravager batteries just spamming up. That one just got one-tapped by all of those Ravagers. Oof. Look at that barrage. Dang, another one is down. Jeez. That crab's like, nope, I'm going home now. See ya, bye. Yep, now is the main hope, says Zoro to Hatsi. Hatsi says, nah. I mean, it's nice. Like I said, it took out the air grid. It helped take out other things, T3 artillery. But at this point, because a lot of SACUs are just running around the map, Scaithis not great at that. So, yeah, again, all these Bugs sitting here. Don't know why they're not going after the everything else. Mavor is almost done, and it's nice to see that it's almost done. But, again, I just don't see it being a viable thing at this point. I mean, it could try to take out some bases that are trying to be built at this point, but it's not really worth it for the mass cost, essentially. You could just get by with a T3 artillery installation and call it a day. Plan B is being built up here. Looks like it's going to be spam nuke subs here for Hatsi at this point. He still has air. Like, he doesn't have to worry about air. He has a couple of strap bombers to just annoy him. But Team Innocent not really taking advantage of the fact that Hatsi's not building replacement ASFs, so they could have an air fight and they could wipe everything out. And even at this point, there's not really that many ASFs on the field in general anyways. So anybody could have air control at this point. Monkeys, that's a lot of monkeys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a lot of monkeys. Lots of monkeys running around. But they get insta-wiped by all of these Bugs. It's just, stop DMing me and I'm chilling. I don't need an 1100 to coach me, says Death by Succubus. Another Bug is down. Another Bug is down. Another monkey is down. Another monkey. I mean, at this point, you're giving veterancy to the Bugs at this point is really what you're doing. You're just making the Bugs even better, which, again, in a stack like this, I don't think they could take out Death by Succubus's base, at least the entirety of it, just because of all the AA. And he's building, I think, more as we speak. He was at 122. He's at 194. So he's definitely increased his count. But Hatsi, maybe he's trying to delay the game long enough so he can build some nukes and call it a day. There's an SMD here. There's nothing loaded, so one nuke would take out that base. Maybe he doesn't want to risk his Bugs is probably what he's thinking about. There's that nuke sub up here. I don't think it's loaded, but don't think it's firing its missile is probably what it is. Does he have one loading a nuke somewhere? Oh, that plan B got taken out. That's rough. That is what Scaithis being built and almost done for Hotsy. So it looks like that's what he's delaying the game for at this point. Again, the bugs. The bugs are the thing. More crabs running around. Again, the bugs could easily come in, wipe out most of the T3 Ravagers, and then the crabs could come in and wipe everything else out. Yeah, there is a lot of AA, but you could just build the bugs again. You don't need T3 air to build the bugs. You just need engineers or SACUs to build them. So I just don't get the focus on he builds a bunch of bugs, he kills a couple of players with the bugs, and goes, nah, I'm fine, I'm not going to use the bugs anymore for going after comms or whatnot. I just don't get it. I just don't get the change in strategy. Atlantis over here just causing some havoc. Looks like it took out the rest of the nuke subs, unless the nuke subs fled somewhere, which I don't see anywhere. Oh, that's a Salem, I think. Lots of dead I see. Oh, they went up there. That's where the plan Bs went. Bugs, are you going to be given a target at this point? Because, yeah, Scaithis is inbound from Team Phantom's Hotsy, and it's going after, of course, the base. He's built his own bugs, Death by Succubus, so trying to fight bug on bug. The shielding will hold. Looks like a couple of bugs will take some hits, but nothing too system critical. Looks like the Scaithis going over here. Bugs still flying around, just causing some havoc, but again, nothing too worrisome. We do see, of course, a couple of Plan B. Still holding position. No nuke subs built as of yet, but looks like the Atlantis has found the nuke sub, or at least one of them, so it's going to go after those. I did kill that one. Scaithis raining in once again. Those bugs have now taken flight and have gone somewhere. I don't know where they went, but they went somewhere. I just don't know why he's essentially just circling his target. Scaithis now raining in on this position. The Mavor is done, so 3 game enders in this game so far. 2 Scaithis, 1 Mavor. Mavor going after this position. Which, again, it's taken something out, but I just don't think it was worth the mass cost, not math cost. Of course, it has a minimum range to target at anyway. It's not a all-range kind of thing. And some of the Scaithis shots are landing on those mountains that are dividing all the different times, other time zones, but the hour locations on the clock. Another volley inbound. Team Innocent has got to find that thing at some point. They do know where it is. It looks like now the artillery is going to start landing on them. And the bugs do launch the attack. They take out the Mavor and they go, just get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Go, 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 go. That's what they're saying. They've already lost 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. The bug, literally the target was just the Mavor, and that was it. And a couple of the bugs do escape. Looks like about half or so made it out of there. Looks like 5 dead, so 5 remain. Another Scaithis volley inbound. Shields are starting to crumple. Some of them are being assisted by some hives, but I think the outlying stuff will be taken out here shortly. Scaithis raining in from Death by Succubus. And engineers and SAC is trying to keep that thing alive. Nuke takes this out. That's a lot of dead mass, both in mass spent, mass being generated, mass in general, just a lot of dead stuff right there if a nuke lands right there. It looks like the Scaithis again. It's on the edge, so it can easily just undeploy its cannons and then move back into the water and call it a day. Essentially, you're playing peekaboo with a Scaithis. Bugs are inbound, and I don't think Death by Succubus is going to have as much caution with using his bugs. He's just going to launch the assault on the Scaithis and call it a day. Second Scaithis is under construction. Yeah, I highly doubt that's going to actually be finished. Here comes the bugs. And it is not a good day to be a Scaithis in this game, at least for Hotsy's side of things. 58 minutes on the clock. And once the Scaithis is dead, I think that might be game. And another bug dies. Scaithis shots come in, completely annihilate the everything. And ooh, that's a lot of dead SACUs. Calm for sure, says Death by Succubus. No, that was not the calm. Calm is right there. Can we move on yet, says Death by Succubus. Why, says Hotsy. It's not near loss. I don't really know about that. And yeah, even though you have 30% of the map says Hatsi, that 30% is a huge, hefty chunk. Good luck getting through that without a lot of the everything. And I think at this point it's just mop-up operations for the Innocent team. Again, I do think there was a possibility of Hatsi winning, or at least having a better time of it, taking out Winter like he could have done way earlier. Maybe he didn't want to end the game too late, but Death by Succubus is like, yeah, I'm just going to build a bunch of bugs like you did and call it a day. Just made like 300 torps, or just make like 300 torps as Death by Succubus to Winter Wonderland. And yeah, that will probably do it. There'll be a lot of losses, but at the minimum, they'll just take out everything in the water. Whatever is there, they'll go after and call it a day. Com is still holding out. Is it going for an upgrade? No? Oh, he doesn't have Ras. That's why I keep thinking he has Ras on board. Bug's going to just clean up the everything on land. 1 hour and 1 minute on the clock here. There's some friendly fire going on from Death by Succubus. Winter. Tell it into death space. No. No nukes yet here from those nuke subs. It looks like SACUs are being targeted, thinking that's the comm. A lot of them will die in their first pass. There goes that SACU. Nuke is outbound. Who's it outbound from? Looks like there's some bug-on-bug action to the north. Having some fun. There are 5 bugs versus 1. There's not really a lot of shots on board. Looks like the nuke lands right close to Winter.
Strategic launch detected.
Oh, who's that nuke from? Is that from Hatsi? Oh, it is from Hatsi over here. He's actually trying to go after the comm. He's gonna be close. Can he move fast enough? Shield, maybe. Ooh, it does get shot down by that SMD, though, so that was very, very close. And Scaithis fire raining down on the T3 naval headquarters here. Yeah, not really doing well here for Phantoms. 1.1 million mass. Look at all the red numbers. Look at them all. Look at all those red numbers. 1.1 million mass on the field. More than enough. No more masses to be produced. Just reclaim. There's enough on the land to scoop up, and in the water, and in the everything. Huge clump right here. Huge clumps of this everywhere. Again, it's just a very slow bug fight, but Death by Succubus has way more bugs than Hatsi does, so not really a good situation to be in if you're the lesser of the 2 bug counts. There's going to be another Torp Bomber insertion, but not bug, but Monkey is inbound. Winter is going to be fleeing, but all those Ravagers in front of him is going to be more than enough. That's just so many Ravagers, just more than you would ever need. More than you would probably ever need in a regular game, but still. Looks like Control Case goes down from Hatsi, and that is the game. All Phantoms have been assassinated, and Team Innocent wins the game at 1 hour and 4 minutes. Let me know down in the comments who you think was the best Phantom / the best Innocent. Of course, usually the best Phantom is the one that lasts the longest, which would be Hatsi. But again, there could be some arguments to be made that Hatsi taking out his Phantom teammate, frenemy of Rick was not a great play because it put him versus everyone else. And they already knew that he was the Phantom pretty much anyways, so that didn't help. Granted, if that happened and then all the bugs wiped everything else out, that'd be a different story. But if he had kept Rick in the game a little bit longer and maybe taken out Winter and Sebastian and then Willow, and then Rick focused on Death by Succubus, and then it was a Phantom War, maybe that would have been a better play by Hatsi. But again, he made a move. Did it work? But he probably had fun doing it nonetheless. Let me know down in the comments what you felt was the best moment of the game overall. Thank you so very much for watching. I really, really, really do appreciate it. And I will see all of you in the new year or subsequent video or whatever else whenever you're watching it. I'll see you in the next one.